A lot of people don't know either of our stories.
That's why you're on here.
It's just like heaven being here with you.
What I feel a lot of people don't know is where you're from, who you are.
I woke up on my roof and I had a video that I made in a blackout, and it was a suicide video.
It's not easy raising kids, especially when you're gay. And I never thought I was gonna have kids, and here I am.
Do I want people to know that I have a fucked up background? Yeah, I do. Ever since I stopped drinking, I've been on such an incline.
Just like Jimmy, you know, I'm all about the inclusion, bringing the queer community and the straight community together. I want to bridge that gap because there's always just that tension. I just want to get rid of it, man.
We gotta break that lesbian gay barrier.
Yes, for sure.
We want to support each other. We all want to come up together.
No one's excluded.
Because of our life experience, what we've been through, we have that hustle mentality, that resilience within us.
It's amazing because he just brings all those people together in one unit.
That's what family is, and we all in the gay community should be a family.
That does shine through what you do as an artist, as a promoter.
Dripping this, because I got some tea for you.
Well, it's flowing in the truth,
So
all right, well, we're at Flowing in the Truth right now, and this is episode 4, season 2 already. What? And I'm Candy.
I'm Ray.
Jimmy Jam in the motherfucking house.
And Erick B, the Homo Homie.
Hey!
First off, thank you for coming here and wanting to be a part of this podcast. We've been through some obstacles here and there creating this, and we're just so happy to have you guys support and be here and share. Yeah. And that's something that we're really excited for.
We are happy to be on here.
That's what we're about. We're about supporting, you know, nuestra gente, especially Latino community, people of color, and then also just uplifting each other. That's the most important part. Like, especially with being gay, it's the hardest thing ever. You know, our community needs it, exactly, and we need more unity as well. Yeah. So that's what we're here for, to help you guys out. Let's do it.
And, you know, we gotta get with the homegirls.
Okay.
You know, we gotta break that lesbian gay barrier.
Yes, for sure.
Nobody makes a party that conjoins both of them besides Pride. But
that's true.
You know, but usually the lesbians come out on Saturdays and the gays are on Sundays.
That's so true. Yeah.
From my understanding.
Yeah, that's something that I was talking about too. I'm like, we need some more like lesbian events. You know, we can connect with the gays. Like you said, there's only those type of prides. You know, when we mix with each other.
I mean, how about a dress-up party for both? You know what I mean? Like a themed party that will work with both.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
You know,
okay, some ideas.
Truth, you know?
Yeah, that's so true. But yeah, so we wanted to hear your stories. And first off, like, Jimmy, I've known you. I don't even remember when we met, actually.
I think we met in the scene.
I know we've...
Because I recognize some of your pictures, but girl, you know, you had a little surgery or something.
Oh yeah.
I just
Yep, I'm super open about that.
There we go.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been years then, because I've had, you know,
I've seen you around. I've known you. We've been in the party since the electro scene.
Like
the heist and all those old
parties. MySpace, all of that.
Headbands
so
and
crazy.
bangs, you know.
Emo.
That was me.
We go back, but I mean, we're club kids, you know.
Yeah, I met him at Circus Arena, back in the early 2000s.
My gosh, the arena?
I met him here. Like, I used to rip up my mom's dresses. Sorry, Mom, if you watched this. I used to rip her dresses up and sneak out the window and go dress up in Club Kid. Screw on bathroom trash cans on my shoes because I didn't know where platforms came from, and just bitch hit it to the club. And girl, the real club kids saw me and they're like, "Sweetie, you need some help. Let's come on over here."
Wow,
but
you guys go way back.
Seeing him, and the club kids and the drag queens used to fight, and he used to kick it with
everybody
with the hood rats.
Hood rats.
We used to beef with the hood rats.
No, I wasn't part of the hood rats. I was just an honorary hood rat. That's
honorary.
Honorary hood rat. There's a lot of H's going on here. Homo Homie, honorary hood rat. That's what's up. That's what's up. And what Ike.
So, we all go way back.
For me, I started going out when I was in college. So I was a clean cut, like whitewashed Latino Mexican, right? And I wore all these tight, skinny clothes, going to West Hollywood all the time. And then I found Circus and Arena and Chico and all the other little clubs, the Latin clubs. And then I decided to shave my head. I was like, yes. Now I look like a fucking real cholo. And what, dog? What? Want some of that food? What? Just kidding.
Sorry, sister. And you?
Hi, sister. And I have bedazzles on my hand.
Yeah,
right?
that's nice. I like
I
that.
love that. Yeah.
Tell me you're gay without telling me you're gay.
Girl, she's
Right there.
She sparkles her bang.
I love it.
I see that. Yeah, I see your. It's basically like your staple. I feel I don't see anybody else with the bedazzled stuff.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh my god, it's
I
so
like
like
bling.
It's like your
I love
trademark.
it. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
I love
People
bling.
were stopping her at Pride, like, oh my god, you're the Homo Homie. I watched you for years. Blah 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 blah.
There you go.
I think it was at the Barracks.
Yeah,
the
and-
bouncer. He's all like, you're famous. I'm like, no, I me. I thought he was talking to him, and he's all like, he thought, no, you. I'm like, me? Yeah, you.
Mind you, our nalgas were
I was
out,
like, thanks.
girl.
But he recognized you.
We were like,
Hey.
we're famous.
I had jock strap. I had a harness. I
Her
was
headlights
ready to
were on,
go.
honey.
you know.
Everything was on. Damn. Woo.
But yeah, so that's how we met. We met in the club scene. We met at the Circus Arena, and we've been really good homegirls since.
Yeah.
So and now we're working together close at hand. He's starting
love
his
it.
little club thing, which is Cholita Club.
I
And then he has also Bellaca.
Yes.
And I just went on a board with my other two friends, and I'm doing Latin load. So I'm doing collaborations. I do a lot of emceeing, so
Nice.
I like it.
Nice.
It's fun.
Nice.
It's fun.
Unless the drag
It
queens
is. It is
steal
fun.
All of a sudden, look at her.
I love it.
Is she giving some tea, girl?
Oh, girl, I don't know, girl.
So Jimmy,
Yeah.
you like you said, we've known you guys.
Yeah.
You guys have been in the scene, but what I feel a lot of people don't know is like exactly like where you're from, who you
What's
are,
going on?
and that like the the real.
We're gonna get deep, girl. We're gonna get
Coochie
deep.
Drippy, bitch, because I got some tea for you.
Well, it's flowing in the truth.
No,
so,
so, like,
So tell us.
So, all right. So I'll take it back, not so far, but when I was basically like 8th grade, going into 9th grade, I started hitting the pipe, the pookaroo. Then from there, it just went down. I stopped going to school, got kicked out. Then I started at Options for Youth, the packets, the credit packets or whatever. Met some old man. And that's how it all started, like the really bad shit. Because he was really high up in gangs, and we had multiple burn pads. And I was running drugs for him. So basically, like, he would stuff me with drugs, and I was going back and forth from Chino's, Pomona, Fontana, downtown, Linwood, all kinds of Compton. And for me, the dope was there. I just got to do this run real quick. 16 years old, 15 years old, you're just getting a free, and you bought me a new car. I didn't really know what I was doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because you're talking to a 58-year-old dope dealer that's really high up, like one of the fucking heads of this gang in Pomona. It's like, you feel protected. You feel like you're wanted there, even though your family and parents are like, looking for you basically. And then, it just got to the point where nobody wanted me around. So it was like, that's all I had it set there, quote unquote. Like, this guy we lived in a brand new house. We, no problems, money, like, the most money I've ever seen, like a whole room full of money type shit.
Yeah.
With pounds and kilos of dope and all kinds of different other drugs. But from there, I was hooking up with a girl actually back then. some girl, yeah. And I don't know, she might be pregnant, or she might have got pregnant from me or from somebody else, but I never called back to find out. It was like one of those, because we were so fucking high on dope. So she was a bag hoe. She was fucking everybody. But so that all ended when the cops came through our window. He was recording us. We were under 18. So it wasn't like a rape thing, but it was like, what the fuck? There was hidden cameras in the toilet. There was hidden cameras in our room. There was hidden, like, so me being under 18, they didn't lock me up because, like, they just call your parents basically. And it was, they knew that this guy was just taking advantage of us, in other words. So girl, they let him have it. It was, I remember it like nobody's business, because right before that, he had locked me in a closet, and it almost been like 3 days because he thought I stole his laptop. And they would just throw a taco in there and close the door and lock it. And that morning, I remember just boom, hearing that, and I found like this little piece of plastic, and I was trying to cut out of the closet to make a way out, and because I was like, also I was coming down off of like a year already of dope, so like I used to have to wake up to a pipe and go to sleep to a pipe, like it was bad. So when he came, when the cops finally broke into that closet, they thought I was stashing stuff. So they like stomped on my face, and I was like, what the fuck? But then, you know, so they called my parents to come pick me up. And my brother and my mom came through that door, and I just remember, and my mom still says to this day, she's like, you literally didn't even look like yourself. You looked dead. Like, my whole face, everything was gray. She said my eyes were yellow, and she's just like, it wasn't my son. I don't even know who the fuck that was. And they let my brother have like a minute with him, just fucked him up, the guy. The old man. And from there I went home for a night, went back to the street, because you know your body's hurting, you know, it's coming down off of dope that you've been doing for free, and there would be piles of dope on the table. So I went right back out, and then that's when I really started having to hustle, because the money ran out, the dope dealer was gone, and I had a problem. So you know, from there, I was robbing and stealing cars. Girl, you got a Nissan or a Honda?
You better lock it up.
Girl, early 2000s or 90s, girl, give me a pair of hair cutting scissors, bitch, and I'll be on my way. One time, I had a car, and I had that feeling that night of like, do not get back in that G-Ride. Do not get back in that G-Ride.
I know that feeling.
Got in that G-Ride, boom, blueberries and strawberries right behind me. And I went through the Carbon Canyon in Chino Hills. There's this canyon. Helicopter pulls up, and bitch.
Oh my gosh.
I get out of the car. I fly the car off the side of the thing, and I get away, and I get into a trash can, and I just sit there. Because I remember this one time, this OG told me, he goes, if a helicopter's ever after you, get in a trash can, because of the bacteria, they can't detect your heat, your body heat. So that's how they look for you at night in the bushes and shit.
Wow.
So, bitch,
I'm taking notes.
I know. I think you were taking notes.
You needed a car, right? Right? Come on, sister.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, no. So it was just constantly robbing, stealing. I have some really bad regrets. I told you, but I will not say that on camera. But you know, there's certain things that really hurt me now that I've done to people. It's just I gotta accept it and move on.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the really, really crazy part. And then when I got off dope, thanks to my best friend, Miss Allie, we call it Allie's Rehab. This bitch would knock on the doors at these dope pads, guns to her head and everything.
Wow.
And so I don't give a fuck. She's coming with me.
Give it up for her.
Girl,
Yes.
give it up for Miss
Yes.
Allie.
Oh my gosh.
No, yeah, she's
Hell
literally,
yeah.
she's my homegirl, like forever. I call it Allie's Rehab, because without her, I would have probably started slamming.
And she was just a normal person. Was she a counselor?
She was my best friend.
Oh, your best friend? Okay.
She was just my homegirl.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, my ride or die.
And she just had a heart for you, for people. And
it was me and her. Like, we also started the first riot in Chino Hills High. Sorry, guys. That's why they don't have Snapple bottles, because the principal got clocked with a Snapple bottle.
Oh
and
my
God.
And then next thing you know, I'm looking around. I see her in a headlock. I'm like, bitch, we gotta go.
Wow.
But no, yeah. So I got off dope, and then I started fighting the club scene at like 17. Basically like turned to alcohol, and then like, oh, this is legal. So you know, I started off with the hard stuff. Like I started off with meth, and then went to alcohol. So when I you know, when shit was like happening, my parents bought me a 1979 Cutlass, bitch. I put money sign interior, girl. She was the only bitch hitting.
You
it.
hooked it up. Woo! Hell yeah.
Look at her.
But let me tell you, and my parents lived in Chino Hills at the time. Driving through Chino Hills is such a quiet city, especially back then. There wasn't that many houses as there are now. There was a lot of fields and stuff. And a lot of the cops already knew me. they knew they would pull my mom over for coffee, that type shit. Where's your son? Like by name, like Cheryl, where's your son at? My mom was like, girl, I don't know, but I'll take that coffee though. Okay. But no, growing up driving, partying and being that crazy bitch, I would get pulled over all the time. And I think it was because of that car, obviously, because
hell yeah,
money sign interior in a white neighborhood, bitch.
Vicious right there, shoot.
Damn.
But I remember one time the cops rock, paper, scissors me, and then I won, and he spit a loogie in my face and said, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, shit.
That's like when I really lost respect for them, seeing how they would plant stuff in, like, scales and stuff in people's cars, and then pull them over and then hang that their parents are dying over their heads. Like, you're not going to see your mom on her last days in her deathbed. Like, that. These cops are fucking dirty.
Yep.
Especially in Chino Hills. I mean, I don't know anything else. But yeah, so I found the club scene, started drinking a lot, dressing up club kid, like I was telling you earlier, girl, with my little lunch pail and my tacones, girl, anything. My mom would be like, where did this dress go? I would put it up. She's like, that's a $500 dress, girl. And she sees a picture of me with like all these hearts with that same fucking material.
God, hell no.
That's when then I just started doing like the underground raves and all that stuff. Like, calling the number, calling the beeper after 10 p.m. to find the address.
The party lines.
Oh, those party lines.
Kicking it.
Flyer parties.
Oh my God.
Girl.
Yes, the party line.
It's
Welcome
a whisper.
to the biosphere. Girl.
Says Toker.
Okay. Hey, what's up? This is Toker. I'm right here at the porn shop.
I know.
Okay.
Oh my
you know
gosh.
What to do.
Goddamn chat rooms.
Do they still
and shit.
have them?
I think they're still around. The party
Wow.
lines.
We should bring it back.
Oh!
Wow.
But yeah, no, it's been a crazy journey. But like once I started finding the club scene, I started finding myself. Even though I was masked up with a lot of, I don't drink anymore, but I masked myself for years with a lot of drugs and alcohol because that's all I did. It was, I mean, when you start off with meth, girl, everything else is easy breezy.
That's how
beautiful.
I started off.
You know what I
Like
mean?
14, I think.
Yeah. And so, yeah, and then, being around club kids, and I'm...
When you say club kids, just so everybody knows, it's people in the club.
No,
right?
No. We were a whole scene. There's club kids that were the big platforms, very Party Monster. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Party Monster.
Have you seen that movie?
With Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
I'll send him some pictures so we can pop up.
Okay, just to clarify, I'm
because,
just,
honey, I started hanging out with legends. Repeat, legends. Shout out to Rocky Raccoon, bitch in the house. She was my club mother. She's been on Jenny Jones, Ricky Lake, all those, back in those days.
Yeah, they did have those iconic episodes with the club kids.
Yeah.
And the
He's
90s
more of the
and stuff.
underground scene, so everything underground is what he knows,
Illegal.
and he knows like
No, yeah,
the
you
whole.
know that's underground.
The
but
raves and
but the
like,
higher ups of the
freeway,
underground
yeah,
scene.
yeah,
you know
oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying?
like random places.
Like desert raves, pop-up raves, like, bitch, you're like, where's that music coming from? Girl, the sewer. And Jimmy's hosting.
Nice.
Yes.
Miss Jimmy Jam's hosting.
He'll come up with some names. I'm like, I don't know who that is.
No.
I'm like, the closest thing I know is DJ Irene, Miss Martin. But I mean, man, that's the only thing I know.
That's awesome. That's why
Yeah.
you're on here. You know,
Yeah.
we want a taste of this.
Those days were crazy. When I'm telling you, like, the drugs back then, I gotta sit down. Like, girl, you can't even. And then, a lot of, back then, the raves were pop-up raves. And I've been going to, like, EDC since they were, like, paper flyers.
Wow.
Right.
So, so we still do, like, Pasquale, he's the promoter of EDC. I still talk to him. I still see him. Anytime he sees me, he calls me up to his table at EDC. I still work events and stuff like that.
Nice.
I just learned how to do what I do and not have to pay to get in and make money out of it. So
That's what I wanted to
Yeah.
ask you too, because you were saying when you were 16, you started hustling and
Girl,
getting what you needed to get at that time.
Yep.
So what is the thing that like inspires you now to be the entrepreneur, that successful person?
Starting out that young and seeing these other promoters that are 30 years in, they were basically at my point when I met them. So I was the kid looking up to them, and they're running around like a chicken with their head cut off. I don't know if you've been to my parties. I'm like very meticulous. Like if something's not right or whatever, I do it myself. I've had a party where like literally blood's coming from my head because I'm fucking nailing something in last minute, like, and people are showing up. And I also dress up and host my own parties. So it's like, bitch, I gotta go. I'm running around doing
Love it. You're
all
everything.
kinds of shit.
That's what you gotta do.
I do my own sound. For this next one, I'm doing sound bar, lights, lasers, visuals.
Wow.
All of it.
One man wonder.
Literally.
Wonder Woman.
Ooh, wow.
Really?
Love it.
I'm a blouse. So I'm a feminine top.
That's
Just give me
awesome.
anything curable.
Yeah, but no, yeah, definitely. I've been to your parties before.
Yeah.
I see the detail, and that is something that it's like noticeable. You
Yeah,
know, you can tell there's a lot of.
I see, like, if you have it, you have it. If you don't, you don't. Because
Right,
I see
yeah.
other people getting swallowed by the crowd. And that comes from, I was a chef for so many years and bartending in Vegas and West Hollywood. And
Got
you
it
know,
all, the experience right there.
you see all the people coming, and I've seen people like that gone to culinary school. And, you know, the tickets keep coming out. And they just, I can't do this, and walk out. But I am one of those that's like, bitch, get over here, mom. Come on. What do you
there
want? What do
you
you want?
go.
What do you want? What do you
Yep.
want? Like, and I don't know. I think that's just a natural thing. It's just like you're ready to take. I feel lesbian, like when I, you know, like what's up?
That's what we do, baby. That's what we do.
We're like
what we
U-Haul.
And I think too why you're like that, because I'm the same way. I'm a bartender.
Yeah.
You know, I do all these things. I think too also because of our life experience, what we've been through. We have
Oh,
that
yeah.
hustle mentality, that resilience
Yeah.
within us. Like
And you
if
don't
we
back
see
down.
something, we're like, give it. Come on,
Yeah.
I love a challenge, because that's how I am.
Yeah.
I think too,
Yeah.
like living that life, that survival life, you know,
Yeah.
learning how to
Yeah.
survive on the streets, learning how to talk to people, learning how to do this, do that, you know, just how to survive in general. Like, even my therapist, she tells me, like, mija, like, everything that you've been through in your life, you know, it's made you who you are right now.
That-
You know, it's made
That
you who you
part.
are right now.
Literally.
Like, I always love a challenge. If someone doesn't know how to do something here, I'll do it. I'll
Yeah.
figure it away. I'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Hands on.
You get me?
Hands on. And there's very few people because, you know, I hire a lot of people. I've been doing Coachella for like 15, 16 years, and I have to hire a cast of like 80 people sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And they're from all around. And I always say, common sense is not that common.
That's,
And
yeah,
really-
that's what my girl told me. She's like, babe, people don't always have common sense.
No, they
you know?
don't.
When you tell them that.
Right?
So,
But you know what?
Fucking
Like,
basic bitches.
Yeah.
Like literally. Like
Yeah.
fucking everything's 101. Come on. Critical
Yeah.
thinking, ho.
when I started finding alcohol and doing that other stuff though, that's when I started getting in trouble with the law. Because, well, one of them was at your bar.
and how old were
I
you?
went to prison from your bar.
Oh my
actually.
God.
And
no.
that was in 2000.
Was that
Oh,
when-
bro.
when-
That was a
how-
long
That was
time
about
ago,
10,
right?
11, 12 years ago.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was.
So this is a long time ago,
Oh,
guys.
no.
You know, don't
No.
even be tripping.
No more things.
I already know what y'all thinking.
Although I was wearing my blue scrubs yesterday, and I was like, oh my god, I got these from County. Should I
Her
wear
baby
them
blues.
tomorrow?
Oh, wow.
No, so yeah, I started getting in a lot of trouble. Like, you know, drinking. You think, you know, after you've been stealing cars for fucking and robbing houses for years, you're like, oh, you know, this is okay. Let me get behind the wheel, or let me box this fool real quick.
Yeah.
No, bitch.
You
So
feel
was that the-
invisible.
That the first time you got locked up was.
So I've been in every single jail in LA County. Every single jail. A lot of them, like substations, Lakewood, Rio Hondo, Pomona.
Oh, he
Azusa,
see, you know he a real
Long
one.
Beach.
He's naming it like the ABCs.
Girl,
For real.
written
Yellow
right
Pages.
here.
I know.
Girl, it's all written right here. Just kidding.
Wow.
Actually, somebody recently told me that my name is still on the roof in the men's IRC.
No.
And they
Wow.
called me Snowflake in there.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Because I used to kick it with all Latinas. I grew up with all Latino, the whole Latino community. I mean, I don't think I have too many white friends. I mean, no, nothing against white, but it's
So
just,
are you?
I was a white bitch on the block.
Okay.
I'm
But you
Sicilian.
were a white. Okay.
Yeah, I'm Sicilian. I grew up Chino,
Okay.
and you know, I was the barefoot kid that used to bite the other kids.
Wow.
Like, oh, don't go kick it with that La Verinci. That's what they used to call me.
Perinchis.
Don't kick it with La Verinci. She bites, girl.
You had all kinds
I
of
was,
names.
I was just missing the silver teeth, Penny.
Wow.
I can't with you.
What a story.
So
But yeah,
yeah.
and I went to every jail, and then I finally. It was funny because my two homies from the street, they're from Ontario. They were in there, and then I went in, and it was for like warrant or something, and I was on this side of the dorm, and then there's a door right here. So I was flying kites back and forth, like, hey, what's up? Tell Ray Ray from Pomona, and tell Carlos from Ontario, like, what's up? You know, but I think they were booed up. So, like, they couldn't really be kicking and flying kites back and forth. So then I got out, bitch. A week and a half later, girl, I popped back up in and be like, bitch, I got a good case, girl. Like, I was like, I got a good case, bitch. I got 2 strikes.
I got a good case. That's what people be saying.
Girl, I got 2 strikes. What you got? 3? Oh, what?
Oh, man.
So that was back. They took that law away, but I got assault with a deadly weapon and assault. I fought these 2 people, and it was so funny because I just finally found out the real reason, because I didn't talk to this other person for so long, because I took the rap for everybody. It was multiple people fighting, but I was like, yeah, I'm the one who did everything, because I did crack a bottle on somebody's head, but there was more people involved, but I've always just been raised, like, you take the rap. You're in those handcuffs, you don't fucking, you shut the fuck up, and that's it. I mean, I've had cops interrogate me for when I was on meth for when I was younger, so that's where I was from. But the gay world, girl, they are just, you did it, that one right there. But
she was crazy, but she wasn't stupid.
There was a pool table. Is there still a pool table in there? I can't remember. Flux.
Where a Flux?
There is, yeah.
Okay, so the reason why this whole thing has started happening is one of my friends from Riverside farted in next to somebody, and this is just told to me, and I'm not lying, and I'm like, bitch, I'm gonna put this shit on the podcast because a pedo, girl, I went to prison for a pedo.
Hold on, okay, so rewind, okay. This is when you went to prison.
Yeah.
Okay, so it started at Flux.
Girl, okay, and had just gotten out 2 weeks before that. Mind you, I was platinum hair. My sister was was taking her state board, and I had like nails, but with the French tips, just because she was practicing. And I'm like, you know what, bitch, I'm just going to Flux, whatever. Let me just go out like this, you know, Miss Platinum, girl. Bitch, little did I know I was going to get fucking put in jail. And then they were like, oh, she's trans. I'm like, no, I'm not, bitch. My sister. Like,
oh, my God.
Yes, girl. But, yeah, so I guess one of my friends' farted next to a group of people. And they got mad because it was, like, stinky. So then they went out front and they were talking shit. But then that's when I popped up. And I thought they were just talking shit. So back then, you know, I was fearless. So it was just, what's up, bitch?
You still are fearless.
Like, let's do this. Okay, and then boom, I fucked these fools up, and next thing you know, there's the cops.
Oh my gosh.
And they were, I think one of the security guards back then was like, oh, by the way, you're 86 for life. And I was like, girl, I'm going away for like a long time. This is 2 strikes. I don't think you'll remember me by the time I come out. I did a full county lid for that for 12 months straight.
All for a pedo.
Yeah.
Oh my
fucking
gosh.
fart, girl.
All for a...
Fucking pedo, girl. So if anyone ever farts next to me at the club, girl, it hits me different. Don't do it.
Start getting those back flashes.
Just don't do it, sister, please.
Oh my gosh.
And so I ended up popping up on my two really good friends from the street in there. And one of them was at court that day, and I was like, "What's his bunk?" Because you know when you first go in there, it's metal. That's all you got because people jack your shit. They're like, the cops will bring your setup before your pad and everything, and then they let you in. So, but there's it's 100 gay people in there, and these are all like they want double mats and shit. So you have to literally fucking be like, "Give me my shit back."
Extra fish kits.
So I went in there,
burritos.
got my shit. And then laid on my friend's bed, and I was covered. And he come back from the court line, and he's like, "Bitch, who the fuck is on my bed?" Like, and I'm like, "Surprise!"
Oh my gosh!
She's here. But yeah, after that, there was no more trouble. I was like, seeing me and my really good friends, just after sentencing, is when you're just it just rips your life out. And then I'll always remember a cop was like, "You're not a person anymore. You're a number. So shut the fuck up." And I was like, "Ooh, true. You're just a number.
Yep.
You're
in the system.
But
I know that life.
I wouldn't take it back. I met a lot of amazing people. I actually was this girl. She just passed away, Mousy. I don't know. I think you've seen her on my flyer. She's like she was from 18th
Yeah.
She was in they played her in a movie called K11 on Netflix.
Oh, wow.
And I met her and one of my other friends, and getting out, and then I'm starting these clubs, and I'm like, I want to make you my club. Like, so I broadcasted her 2 times for my nightclub, and then she just passed recently. Rest in peace, Mousy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she was the mother for the gays on the streets, and that's kind of what from seeing her. I want to take what I have now, and right now is my time, is to like maybe team up with someone like Homeboy Industries and find a place for the gay gangsters, for them when they get out of county or prison, take that and make a foundation for them for the trans cholas, for
like
the
a safe place.
Because
type of recovery
there's
home.
Homeboy Industries, but if someone like Mousy pulled up, I bet you they wouldn't.
Exactly. Be accepted and have that type of love and stuff.
Lesbian cholas too. I mean, I don't know if there's any foundations for them, but like there's a lot of help for a lot of people. But what I've noticed, and I've been in the system, I've been a number before, is that there's no help for when you get out and you're gay.
Where do you go?
You don't want to go next to straight people. You're with them. You have to walk the main line with them. You have to,
That's true.
You don't want to be around them. You want to be back home, and a lot of them don't have a home.
Yeah.
That is their home. And I've seen guys come out and start crying and panic and be like, I want to go back home, aka go back into jail.
Yep.
And that's the most fucked up thing.
Because that's all they know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all they know.
Where's the housing? Where's the resources? Where's the help, the support?
I've seen people killing themselves. I've seen people killing each other.
I believe that. I got chills right now.
The craziest shit, and I want, with the help of everybody,
I love it.
Everybody that I'm working with now, I want to all get together and, just start like a Homeboy Industries, but for
the gay community.
I love it.
Yeah. Because it's real.
It is.
And like me, I was young, being used as a drug mule, not knowing really what's going on. And then that's kind of what I knew. You know what I mean? Like, but it's really, I'm doing shit for some gang that they don't give a fuck about me. They lock me in a fucking closet over a laptop.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
And this is what it's all about, taking your life experiences and turning it all around for the better.
Exactly.
You've experienced everything already, like
chills.
how much more can you do and give
you
back?
You relate, You've
like,
been in those dope pads.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have some scary stories.
Exactly.
I mean, that's another topic, but yeah.
That's another episode.
Yeah, it's another episode.
Come back to part 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 10.
Yeah, and I can relate with that darkness, just being on dope and not knowing if you're gonna make it through the night, like
or what
surviving.
About seeing shit in those clouds,
Ooh.
like devil faces.
I've seen them.
Yeah, we used to do this thing where we would take a picture of our clouds. And you're like, look,
you can see the face. You can see the face.
Oh my god, girl! I got the chills. Right
That's
now.
giving me chills. Yeah.
Yep, you can see the face. I've seen it.
I've seen my uncle's
I
face before.
I used to live
I
on
need
the
to
second
stage him.
story. Yep. Yeah, for real.
For real.
I've seen shadows.
Oh my god!
Like I used to live in back of the train tracks. Like this is my room, and there's the train tracks, and I see a black figure would just go back and forth, back and forth.
And hours, I used to call those the window warriors.
Oh, what, you were looking out the window for hours?
Yeah.
I know, me too.
In the trees.
Yes,
like,
I would be tripping out like someone's following me.
Yeah.
Like tripping out.
Yeah.
Someone's after me. Hearing things, seeing things. I'm like, dude, there was a point when I would just carry a knife with me.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
dude, what would happen?
Period.
Oh my god, thank God I didn't use it. You know what I mean? I mean,
Bitch,
yeah.
Thank God, yeah. Thank God I never, no.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
We can't even talk. See, right? Yeah, no, yes. Like,
You're on such a relation level right now. It's just like,
yes,
it's leaving you speechless.
It's real stuff.
It's crazy. Yeah, no, and in all honesty, it's just such a dark.
Very dark.
It's not fun. I don't understand that whole thing. And then, I had an ex-boyfriend. I think you know him. The one that I lived at Union Station with.
Yes.
Hey girl, if you want to. We're friends now. We
She's
we
gonna
go
say hi
way
to
back.
fucking everybody.
I know.
But I picked up the pipe again with him, and it was a different world because it was the gay side. I've only kicked it with cholos, like growing up. Like these fools were. I remember them just go in the trunk real quick, or if we're getting in their car, we're not stopping if the cops come. I mean, that's what they would say. We're not stopping. We're not pulling over.
Oof.
That's what I was used to.
Mine.
But then I started seeing the gay world, and then me and that ex girl, we started doing the most. And there's a whole darker side in the gay world, and it involves a lot of sex, drugs, people are just like, it's just I after that I was like, bye, I'm going to Miami. I gotta get out of here. Like,
Yep.
I was like, get the fuck out of here. And kind of where I'm at with alcohol right now is I haven't drank. I mean, I've had like one weekend for a bachelorette party. I took a couple of shots for a bachelorette, but it didn't sit right with me. And then it's like the mental thing where you're beating yourself up. Like, oh, why? It's been 11 months since alcohol. And then, I was like, oh, we're a family and people visiting right now. Let's do a shot. Okay, whatever. But as soon as I took that shot, it was back in this dark place. And that was from my past ex. Is like, I was going really downhill. And then after I kicked him out, I fell out of my window. Like, I don't know how the fuck I fell. Woke up in a blackout. I was like, I could have been dead.
Hold on, how long ago was this?
This was like a year ago.
Okay, this is when you were drinking, or?
Yeah, so that's when I'm stopping drinking, yeah.
Okay, so
I
since
don't
then
drink
you stopped
anymore.
drinking. That's the choice that you made because of what happened.
Yeah, and I was lost. And then finally I found I woke up on my roof and I had a video that I made in a blackout, and it was a suicide video. And thank God I didn't do that leap. Because now today, I'm going to cry. Today, I'm just a lot happier without it.
Yeah.
And it always was that barrier because of what I do is I'm Jimmy. Like, everyone expects me to put on a show. And that's how I felt. Like, everyone expects me to crack a joke. Everyone expects me to... Around 2 a.m., my phone will not shut the fuck up because it's these queens trying to find after hours and stuff. Which I get it. I'm a promoter. I do after hours by all means. But there's a certain time when Jimmy wants to shut off. And Jimmy wants to be quiet. And this is his work. And
good.
There's some days that you go to work and you don't feel good. And my work just happens to be around the masses. And there is no shutting off for me. So that's where alcohol put up that numbing of like, okay, I would get to work and boom. Shot immediately, like Jameson, coffee, and Bailey's, and like it was going bad, downhill, and then with my last ex, I treated him like shit because it was like the last, patch of I was blacked out, gone working after hours, gone for 2 days, come home in a blackout again, poor guy, but everything that has happened for a reason, and I'm very happy that I took that leap. And a lot of people were like, "Oh, how did you stop drinking just like that?" And I was like, "It is that I'm genuinely scared because I almost took my own life, and I've never had those fucking thoughts in my head ever. After all that I've been through, prison, this, that, that, never have had those thoughts." But when you see yourself, and I had to delete the video, otherwise, girl, I don't want to ever show that. But you see yourself, and you're like blacked out, and the camera's on, and you're making a suicide video to leave your phone up there, and you don't even recognize yourself in that video. The next day, it's like, okay, there's a problem. Yeah, there's a problem. And, everyone sees me smiling and, yes, let's do this, let's do that. But really deep down inside, I was dying. It was just a mask. And now I can honestly say I'm happy. I'm on my way to being way happier than I've ever been. I wake up in the morning smiling. Back then, I would never even wake up in the morning. It was, when you work night shifts, girl. Yeah. And you drink at work. And then you go to a coworker's house, and then you go to bed at like 10 a.m. Yeah. And then you just start feeling like a garbage pail. You're just like, girl, like, what am I doing? I just made all this money to go spend it, and what? And especially with we have a lot of cash hustle.
And when you're drunk,
Yeah.
you don't even think. You just do. You just
Yeah.
emote. That's it. And you're.
Exactly.
And
in
it's,
all honesty,
it's amazing how drugs, each different type of drug, changes a person.
Yep.
Because with me, I have the same problem with alcohol, and I black out like this weekend. But it's gotten me in trouble. I'll tell my story in a little bit. But yeah, I have the same problem with alcohol. I gotta stop it, but it's hard to quit. It's really, really hard to quit.
Yeah.
It is, especially in the gay community when we have spaces that's kind of like what we grew up knowing, like those
Everything.
bars, those are like our safe spaces.
Yeah.
And there's alcohol and everything
girl,
else
even if
in
you're
those
in a
spaces.
fucking softball league, you're gonna meet up at a beer bus.
Yeah,
That's
So
true.
it's
That's
like
so
even
true.
the healthy shit, girl. Like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know what I
it's
mean?
true.
Like, we got softball, but let's meet at the Eagle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or a pizza place with pizza and beer.
Yeah.
Like, everything is around alcohol in our community, and that's it. Honestly, this is the first 2 months was the hardest because I feel like that, and I was craving a lot of sugar, like because of the alcohol every day. You know, for
Yeah.
10 years.
All the stuff that you would.
Yeah, I mean, even in
consuming.
jail we were drinking. So I never actually really stopped doing any of that from 13 years old till I'm born in '89. So what, I'm 34 now.
Yeah.
So 21 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long
That's a
fucking
long
time to
time.
be abusing your body with no breaks.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
like, and now I can honestly say I feel amazing. I mean, I smoke weed
That's
still.
good.
I don't give a fuck. I'll smoke weed till the day I die, and I will eat a little mushrooms.
And that's different though than
I
alcohol.
microdose
Yeah.
mushrooms. You know, I go on my spurts for like 2 weeks.
A
I'll,
little shroom.
like the size of my pinky nail, and it literally, that's what kind of helped me. You know, with my crazy mind coming off of alcohol, because you know, in the morning, it's like that's how it would feel, and my brain was like, well, let's do this, let's do this, and then nap time, and that's me being hungover. It's like you wake up with like a boost, and then
Yeah.
it's like trying to get your shit done, and then trying to go take a nap, and then it's just you're just masking everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if you don't keep that level of alcohol up, then you crash. And it was hard because I was also bartending in West Hollywood. Cholita was taking off. After Hours was taking off. And then I had to make that choice of, I got to quit drinking. I have to. And I have, and the show must go on. And when they say that, the show must go on. Because you can't just stop, especially in LA. You need like 3 jobs, a little fraud, and a side hustle.
For real, man.
right?
For real.
Okay.
Fraud.
We're one of the, I think we're number 1, the most
be the
expensive,
most expensive.
place in the
Yeah.
country. We passed New York.
That's what they
we
said.
Passed,
We passed New York?
And
Yeah,
San
we
Fran,
did.
girl.
We're only like closing hand in hand, but yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Mind
I
you,
know
we
San
all
Francisco
live
is
in
getting
fucking
really expensive.
Cockroach
Yeah.
hotels.
yeah.
I mean, you know, everyone has nice shit, but like, think about it.
No, I know.
We don't have like if I fart, the neighbor's gonna smell.
That's how thin the walls
You
are.
know what?
That's what you're saying.
But no, and you see these new homes being built. They're big boxes,
so tiny.
and they're like this close to each other.
I know. They're like, what,
Yeah.
100
I'm like,
square
"Ooh, girl,
feet?
what'd you eat
Exactly. It's
yesterday?"
For real, man. No,
Girl,
you are
that's
not.
gonna itch when it dries, sis.
You are not. You are not lying. For real, you are not lying. And they're like,
Pinche
what,
Jimmy, pinche
$1,500?
Jimmy.
Exactly.
For real, man. Wow.
Girl, but you know, and this last weekend in Palm Springs, I was like, bitch, I'm gonna get a pad out here. I was like, I feel welcome here. It's gay as fuck.
Yeah.
I love Palm Springs. Palm Springs is a vibe.
And the Airbnb, you can Airbnb, you can do all that
Oh
shit.
my
And just
gosh.
I have enough family out here to crash it or whatever, but my events and stuff are taking off right now, and I feel like they've been taking off because of the non-drinking. Ever since I stopped drinking,
Good.
I've been on such an incline, and it's blessing after blessing after
Of
blessing.
course, you're not sluggish. You
Yeah.
know, you're on
Yeah.
top of things. You know, you're in order.
Yeah.
You have
On
a
time.
regimen. You know,
Girl,
on time.
I never used to be on time.
Yeah, it changes a lot of things. Your mental health,
Oh.
you know, how you
Girl.
think, how you wake up in the morning is how you're gonna end your day.
And I know this. I'm a happy person. I like to get up. I like to do shit. I like to go outside. I like to hike. that was all gone for so many years. Like I would do it just for like, you know, just pretend. It was more of a pretend that you're normal. Like, oh, let's go for a hike, even though I was fucking dying. But you know what I mean? And then now I can like get up and be like, I want to go do something today. I want to get this shit done. Like, and it was always putting shit off. And overall, I'm a better person, and I know I could say that with confidence now.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm not moving shit around, moving money around and doing this and that because I went out last night and I bought bottle service for some fucking hyena that I don't even give a fuck about. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
right. Yep.
just for clout or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Girl, bye.
Girl.
I'm at home. I'm at home at 1 a.m. Girl.
Yeah, that's.
She's got a bandana on her door. She's busy and that's
That's
no
all you
condom,
need right
no
there.
credit, no problem.
That's
There
all
you
you
go.
need right there.
So,
See?
Eric, you were saying you about Palm Springs are like we were kind of talking a little bit about alcohol.
Alcohol is my number one drug. Literally, it's my number one drug. That's all I've ever known. I've been around it all my life. I grew up with it, watching my dad. My dad was an alcoholic. My mom was also a drinker, but she stopped drinking. She stopped smoking. She was able to do that and had enough willpower for that. But my dad was the one that I emulated everything from, growing up. I don't have his story, but I mean,
let's move on to
let's
move on to the Homo Homie.
thanks for inviting
my
me.
beautiful
This is the Jimmy
sister,
Show. I
girl.
thank you for the 40.
I know.
This is amazing.
I know. I was drinking it like this, like a 40.
Girl.
The Mountain Valley, if you want to sponsor them,
Okay.
go. Yeah.
there you go.
Flowing in the
This
truth
stuff
with
is
the
good,
Mountain
too.
Valley water.
There you go.
Oh, but no, my story. For those of you who are watching the podcast from an outside area, different state, California, born and raised, Los Angeles area, in a little city of the San Gabriel, in the San Gabriel Valley. Of the city of El Monte. I say El Monte very white.
I know El Monte.
It's El Monte.
Monte.
Or Monte.
I know.
I grew up on the north side of El Monte, the nicer part.
the nice
not
part.
Garvey part.
Okay.
More of the Peck Road
Yeah,
/
yeah.
Arcadia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
I was predominantly raised in a white neighborhood that was starting to become more Latino, and then eventually became more Asian influenced now. So I came from a good family. I was a straight A student. I did everything. I was always part of the ASB. I was in activities in high school. I was in the drama club. I did music a lot. So, yeah, I love music. Music and drama were my two best things that I've ever known all my life. I went to community college. I studied music. I traveled abroad. I've been to South America. I've been to Europe. I did a lot of shows. And then I started going out after I graduated, and that's when I started going to the gay club scenes. And then it was just, Arena, Circus, Chico.
Did you guys ever go to Arena Circus?
There's a Rim
Not
Job.
there no
I went
more.
to
Yeah.
I went to Rim Job, and
MJ's, girl.
MJ's
I never
in
been
Silver
there.
Lake.
Yeah.
That night, I met somebody, a DJ friend of mine, DJ Juice. What up, baby? Because of him, I was able to break into the entertainment industry and know a lot of people. He worked with people that worked at Power 106, 102.7, 92.3, the radio stations.
Yeah.
And I met the Yessie Ortiz, Felly Fell, and then Roxy. I met her, and I became really good homegirls, real tight, and we're still best friends. She just had a baby. Congratulations, girl. And she's doing her podcast. And so, she was a radio disc jockey, and I was like, man, how does this girl do it? Like, this is cool. This is the shit. Like, this is what I want to do. So then Roxy, I started working with her. I was her personal assistant. And then from there, 1 year, she threw me into the radio, and she's like, hey, I need you to do something. I'm like, what? She's like, I lost a host. Let's get something, do something, think of something. We're going to throw you in. I'm like, what do you want me to do? This is my chance, right? Like, how the fuck am I gonna do this? What am I gonna do? And then, sure enough, she needed a sports segment. I knew shit about sports. I didn't know anything, so I had to Google everything, right? So So sure enough, she's all like, okay, you're gonna be doing the sports, and we need sports, and we need at least a 2-minute segment. I'm like, okay, fine. So I got up, I did the damn thing, but I had to figure out what my name was gonna be. So you know how everybody has a stage name in radio in the entertainment world. And then everybody knew me as Erika. So my name is Erick. My middle name is Abraham. So the initial A would always come out next to my name. And everybody would call me Erika Velasco. So I was like, fuck. So I can't use Erika, and she's all like, "You're gonna use it." I'm like, I gotta think of something else because there's another Erick V from the Baker Boys back in the day, Power 106. Yeah. So I just like, I don't want to taint his already name, so I'm gonna go with I'm fucking gay. I'm a homo. I'm everybody's fucking friend. I'm a homie. I'm pretty tight with people, and that's how I got the Homo Homie play on words.
All right.
And I was on what is it? 93.9.
You still have that?
It's Éxitos 93.9 as Erika, the sports Homo Homie.
Do you have that?
Yeah, I have some of my segments, and
Girl, you
I'm gonna send it.
Here's your daily deportes.
With Erika.
Your Homo Homie.
Ayer on Instagram at Dodgers, they posted a proud pic with the Drake caption, "Started from the bottom, now we're here, what? That's right, mi gente, los Dodgers han llegado a primer lugar in the West Coast, and I couldn't be more happier for them to be bleeding blue, baby." And so AJ Ellis hit a 2-run homer and drove in a career best 5 runs. Hyun-Jin Ryu pitched 5 1-3 innings, and LA set a season high in runs with a 14-5 win over the Toronto Blue Jays ayer. The Dodgers versus Blue Jay partido empezó a las 4 today. Congratulations, guys. Let's not give up and keep on going.
Let's go, Dodgers!
That concludes your daily deportes with me, Erika, your Homo Homie, and wishing you a tasty Taco Tuesday and a keep bumping the station that represents you. Éxitos 93.9.
I'm gonna send it.
That'll be
And I was the very first openly gay. I know Big Boy too. Amazing.
You know what? We gotta get up on
So I was the very first openly sports gay correspondent in Spanish and English in the whole area to ever break out, and that's how I got the name, the Homo Homie. And then and then I just been a personality ever since, and I love going out. I love meeting people. I'm a big ass Leo, so you know how we do. We like to shine sometimes.
Yep.
You know
And
when he's in the motherfucking building.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
It was funny because at Pride he was doing this
I
noises, and bitch, all of a sudden like 3 other people on that side started doing it. I said, "Girl, you're creating like a wave."
Yeah, exactly.
It sounds like a fucking botanical
I'm
garden.
international, bitch. I'm international.
We got chickens over there. We got the whole homie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and so that's how my journey started
yeah.
off. I mean, I love music, I love entertainment, and then going to the clubs and meeting everybody. That's my life. Meeting people as I go, and the club scene was what connects me to everybody, and that's why me and Jimmy work well together. So like he's always asked me to, "Hey bitch, I need you to like come host this for me and come be on the mic, and I'm gonna put you on the flyer, and then just tag me and repost it." I'm like, okay.
There you go.
Cool. No, we literally we just became like button underwear. We're so close.
Button underwear.
Wow.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's like when you come up, I come up. Like just
Hard,
like,
that's where we're at right now, and
so cool.
I even say that to Trino and Adam, like, you
Oh,
know,
hi boys.
hi boys, what's up,
Hey,
bitches?
shout out
Like,
to-
they-
Oh wait,
they-
we're their twins.
we're gonna be there for we're gonna be there for
We're gonna be there for Halloween.
Next year.
Next year.
Oh, we'll do it. We'll do it.
That would
It'll
be
funny.
Do the little videos.
Okay. But no, you know, and with Cholita too, is we've created such a group of people that we're just like homegirls, and it feels,
I love it.
and we're all supporting each other, and just be like, I'll call, you know, so and so, and they'll be like, you know, on a rough day that I just want to take a shot or something, and they'll be like, "Oh, bitch, you got this," and it's just empowering. And like Trina and Adam made me a video this morning, like, you know, you're gonna kill it, blah blah. Because I called them. I said I was a little nervous because I'm a producer.
She's been talking the whole time. I don't know what the fuck.
I know, right?
Bitch,
I'm so good.
I'm here as like fucking chicle, like right next to you.
Aw.
But you know, we want to support each other, and we all want to come up together.
Yeah, of course. You know, I love
Anybody
it.
can sit at our table.
I love it.
Yeah, no one's excluded. Everybody's
Yeah, and
included.
you I feel like you know what you're doing with the Cholita Club, like especially being like Latinos and cholas and cholos coming from the hood, like it is a movement. And yeah, it's like a movement, and it's not just a movement, but it's like a LGBTQ movement. You get me?
It's queer. It's
It's
everything
very
queer.
queer.
And it's everything
now
that
you got the-
encompasses it.
the whole scene.
And I love that too. I was gonna say it's not mocking it. It's like showing the beauty and like the like just
See, that
the
was
beauty of it. You know.
It's the vitality that our community puts into what being queer is about. Like it's like he knows all the eclectic people. I know all the like the hip people, and it's amazing because he just brings all those people together in one unit, and it's just like fuck, like that
Everyone
person's
knows when I
different,
go
that
like
person's
this.
different. Yeah,
That means, come on, bitch, we're going on a good ride, honey.
Oh, heck yeah.
and it
Nothing,
opens
bitch.
your mind, it expands your mind to the other possibilities of like of different communities that are out there. Like fuck, I didn't know about that. I didn't know about this, and including our trans siblings too. Like fucking, we have to like unite with our trans siblings. So there's space everywhere.
Yeah.
You know.
And,
I love
and
it.
it's all about, for me, it's like, I see people as people, and you know, I have some aunts and uncles that I don't talk to at all anymore, but like growing up, like we would see like the cholos and stuff, and they'd be like pulling us toward, like us as little white kids, come here, like stay away from them, like scary, but I'm like, bitch, that's my uncle. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, that's Flaca, girl. That's Flaca. Girl, she's from fucking, you know what I mean? But like, I would always see the glamour and everything in it, and growing up, going to car shows and rebuilding old cars, lowriders,
art,
my dad
graffiti.
my dad is like, he's taught me everything about old cars and stuff, and Pomona Swap Meet, Long Beach Swap Meet. That's what we would be going to on the weekends, building old cars, and it's all, a lot of it is Southern California. We're all Chicana at some point, and
Right.
having that white side of my family pulling me aside and be scared of these people. It's no, bitch. I'm not scared because I am one. We're all the same.
Honorary.
Yeah.
And in my eyes, I don't have color. Like, I don't have
That's right.
anything. I only have love.
Yep.
And my mom is the one who taught me that. Like, even growing up, going to elementary school, I had this homeless lady that I loved, and she used to sleep behind Denny's, and my mom would let me make her breakfast, and on my way to school, I would drop her breakfast off every morning. And just, you know, my mom just going up to homeless people and hugging them hard, not caring what they smelled like or what they looked like. It really taught me to just love everybody.
Wow.
And his mom's amazing. I just met her this weekend in Palm Springs.
I saw you.
Yeah.
And that was
She's
her
so-
first prize.
You,
Shout out
that's
Miss
what you
Cheryl
said.
Ann.
I'm
Yeah,
like, oh my
no.
gosh, she's such a white conservative. She looks like a white conservative lady. She's
Girl.
all proper.
she goes to the most gangster church.
Yes.
Like, some of my homies from the street, like, tattooed 13s on their face.
Yeah.
She'll be giving them a ride. And then my nieces and nephews are like, she's picking up from school, like, Grandma, what the fuck is that? Because like, oh, Emily, this is Joker, Emily. You know what I mean?
God.
But you know, that's great for like a parent or grandparent to,
Oh my
it doesn't matter what you have on your face or what you look like or what you even smell like. At sometimes, you know, these homeless people, my mom always would say is, that baby was in her
someone's
mother's
child.
arms, and that mother loved that child at
Yep.
one point. And to me, that always like soaked in like a sponge, that we all are we're human, and we need to treat each other with respect and without discrimination.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, I love
Shout
that.
out
That
to my
shines. That does shine through what you do as an artist, as a promoter, and
Yeah.
stuff. So, yeah.
It's just love. We love each other. Love you, bitch.
Kiss.
Wow, that's an amazing story, you know? And it was your mom's first pride with you.
Yeah, that was touching
Wow.
too. I was working this leather party, and she was trying to come see me there, and I was like, Mom, just please.
Not that.
Please.
Not that
She's like, I
one.
have
Not
your
the leather
location.
party.
I was like, please, Mom.
Don't.
I was like, yeah, it was one of those. So I'll just zip that up because I don't want to go into details what happens at this party.
Yeah, but before we move on to him, you know, I know you're doing like the Cholita Club now, and you know everything that you went through in your life, from drugs, addiction, prison, home invasion. What else did I miss? Escorting, prostitution. You know,
Con todo.
everything that you've been through. I mean, everything that you've been through in your life, what's something that you could tell somebody, like some motivation or inspiration, like whatever you went through, they're probably going through the same thing. You know, what's
Honestly,
something that you could, you know, tell them.
I would say the cool kids handing you that shit, they're not cool at all. Don't do it. Don't do it. It has brought me to a place, like I said earlier, of suicide. And some people aren't as strong as me, or, you know, I could have been gone right now.
Yeah.
And that is like, that's my biggest thing, is like, you know, you're always trying to fit in and be that cool kid and kick it with the fucking cool people. They're not that cool if they're fucking telling you to do something that's going to bring you down.
That's right.
They're basically giving you an anchor to sink to the bottom of the fucking pool.
Woo! Enough said. I got chills again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whoa, that
All
was
right.
good.
We got Homo Homie.
All right. Thank
I'm
you
gonna
for
zip
that.
tie my fucking super glue something. You know what I'm saying?
There you
This
go.
coffee,
So
I
back to
drink-
you, love. Yeah.
Yeah. Seriously, I've had a problem. I've been in jail because of alcohol. I have 3 DUIs. And for each of those DUIs, I violated each of the probations. And I've been in jail like, 5, 6 times. No, and I loved it. That's amazing. I mean, not to glamorize it, but I'm just saying, I like
Honestly,
Pull me back
if you
in.
guys want to get a feel for what it is like in LA County Jail, there's a movie called K11.
K11.
It's on Netflix.
I was a K11. I was also a
Oh.
K6G, and then
Right.
after that, they changed everything
now-
else.
Yeah, but like.
And then from dark blues mainline to that straight
Oh, now
population,
we're
you
powder
get the baby blues
Yeah,
for the
we're
gays.
powder blues.
Powder blues,
Woo.
girl.
You know, store night, whore night.
Got
I
that.
love
Commissary
it.
Ferry,
Yes,
you know.
house mouse. Oh yes, radio.
Oh, I got 2 eggs and 2 legs.
Right? No, but alcohol has gotten me in trouble with like the law, the DUIs, and that's why. And I just got tired of it. I'm 40 now. I just turned 40 in August, and it's just like my whole life ahead of me. Why am I gonna fucking throw it away? You know, I'm raising my niece as well. I've had her since she was 5. She's 17 now. She's finishing her last year of high school, her senior year. So I'm focusing on her, trying to get her the car, trying to get her to go to college, trying to like get all her
Wow.
resources together, you know?
That's awesome.
And then I'm also helping her because she's also dealing with mental stuff, and she's had a rough life growing up. And, you know, my brother, her dad, went to prison. So she saw a lot of things when she was younger, living with her mom and dad. So, you know, when he went to prison, her mom got caught up with his mess. And so all the kids got dispersed. She's one of 6. And so we took her in, my mom, her step grandma, and my dad, her biological grandfather. And then, you know, I'm her uncle. So through my dad.
Guncle.
Wow.
Through my dad. Yeah, Guncle. The Funkle Guncle.
Wow.
Although she doesn't
That's
see it like that.
beautiful.
She like, she doesn't, she's always embarrassed of me. I
I've
know
never
she's
met
embarrassed.
her.
I know she loves me, but she's embarrassed sometimes. So
Would
she's
you ever
like,
bring her out and about when she's old enough?
yeah, I would want to, you know, I
I've
mean,
heard so much about her.
and so, you know, it's just been very rewarding and interesting, and it's a hard journey because it's not easy raising kids, especially when you're gay and you're just trying to figure everything out. And I never thought I was gonna have kids, and here I am. You're raising,
Wow.
raising my little.
I don't think
my little
people
niece.
most of the time know how to figure shit out, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we all start somewhere, you know? I mean, you don't know how you're going to be a mom until
You
you,
do
have a
as you
kid. Yeah,
go.
you just learn as you go.
Yeah,
Just like with
literally.
anything else. And I give you props for that, you
Hell
know,
yeah.
for taking, you know, that
Props.
step.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, and being that dad to her, you know, maybe that mother figure, you know, you got a feminine side to you, you know, like a brother figure, whatever it is, like, you know, you're her everything right now. Because I remember when I was in foster care, like, you know, when you don't have a family like that, like, you look at people like, you're her everything right now.
Yeah.
You know, you're her life.
Yeah.
The visual that I got, and I have friends that has had a rough life through foster care systems, you know, going through the house and being abused, being molested, being everything, and just mentally thinking and looking at her and seeing some, like, I'm very visual, so if I'm seeing it happening to her, like, no, she's gonna stay in my home, she's gonna be in a good place.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't want her to ever experience anything like that, even though, you know, like, she's having a hard time right now, but still she's in the best place she can be.
Yeah.
So I'm
Heck
doing my
yeah.
best.
And
Yeah.
I know that for a fact because I'll invite him out sometimes, you know, on a whim, and he's like, I have priorities, and that's like out of this world respect for you
Yeah.
because you know, thank God she has you, but you know, she might be in this chair one day
Yeah.
talking about how you helped her through
Exactly.
her life.
Ugh.
And so you're
Yeah.
more power to you.
And then,
Yeah.
you know, I also had my podcast, the Homo Homie podcast, and you can go to the homohomiepodcast.com. But, you know, I had to put that on pause because, again, like he said, my priority was her.
Yeah.
And it
people
still
beg
is
you
her.
for it.
And I have one, like, this last year, and after that, she coming back, and we're going to do collabs. So
Yeah, no, they,
I want to bring the podcast back.
It
Heck
was
yeah,
all
let's do
the
it.
time. People are like, when are you gonna bring it back? Like,
Yeah,
literally.
and just like Jimmy, you know, I'm all about the inclusion, and it's more of bringing, you know, like bringing the queer community and the straight community together, you know, bridging the gap, and that's what I'm about. I want to bridge that gap because there's always just that tension. I just want to get rid of it, man.
Yeah.
This is one
Yeah.
world. We all live in it together. We got to find out how to coincide with each other.
Exactly. I mean, we're already going through a lot as individuals, you know?
Oh,
Why
yeah.
not come together as a group?
Exactly.
Or the
You know?
online hate.
That's
like,
what I'm
girl,
saying.
it's-
Yeah.
And this and that. It's so fucking sad. And it's like, girl, I mean, I've always been taught any publicity is good publicity. You're still
Yeah.
talking
Which
about
is
me.
true,
You're,
yeah,
you're
but-
still taking
Exactly, right? Yeah, woo! My
Smell
video
that.
has 2,000 right now in like 30 minutes. Wow.
But
Like,
no, that's true.
keep
The-
it going.
You know who
comments,
told me
yeah.
something? Baby
Yeah.
Bash. When I met Baby Bash, she's all like, "Hey, as long as they have my name in their mouth, it's more buzz, more biz."
That's
right?
right.
I was like,
see?
"Okay,
Exactly.
okay."
Exactly. Exactly. They know that I exist.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Shout out to Baby Bash. What up, fam?
So
Oh my god, that's old school right there.
Classic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't panic. It's organic.
Okay.
Hey.
Cheers to that.
Cheers,
Yeah.
bitches.
Cheers.
Parties
Yes.
and shouties.
Heck
Okay.
yeah, look at this. 40s and shorties. So, okay, you're talking about, you had a podcast,
Yep.
you do MC. So what is it that you have going on right now?
So right now, I have a lot going on. So I'm collaborating with Jimmy. We're doing the 2-year anniversary of Cholita event. That's coming
Nice,
soon
okay.
on the November 18th. And then I'm also collaborating with Latin Load with my boys Diamond and Ray. And we're doing Downey now at the area.
Oh.
At Coco
Down the
Bongo.
street, right?
Coco Bongo, yeah, or
Yeah,
something
okay.
super
18
club.
and over.
Yeah.
And it's
18,
Wow.
and
creating an 18
in an over space.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow,
because
no,
it's
that's
needed.
something that you
It
don't really
is.
see a lot.
It's,
At all anymore.
these kids need it. It's 18 and
But-
up, and there's ever since COVID happened, that went away from them.
Yeah.
And it
Before that, because like
That too.
how we started off was where did we meet, and we met in those 18 and over clubs.
Or
And-
the 21 and over club. I used to go
Oh,
to
yeah, I
all
mean,
of those when
girl,
I was like
we're
16.
on camera.
get in, get
We're on
in.
camera. We don't have
The
fake IDs.
boxers.
Girl. We didn't go to MacArthur Park for that ID.
Shut up.
Sister. But no, there was a lot of 18 and over clubs back then. There was
Yeah.
like Rocket, Club Beat It,
Mhm.
Moscow.
I think there was
Pride,
Delicious at Arena, right? There's
Like I could name all. I could name yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember
And
all
we
of
used to go
those.
club hopping like that. I mean,
Oz.
Tiger
I
Jizz
remember
was
Oz.
always
Oz,
there.
Oz
Tiger
back
I
in-
get
Jizz.
so many stories of Oz. That was right before I was probably like 15 when it shut down.
Ah,
So,
no,
but
I
missed it.
loved
I missed
Oz.
it.
Oz,
Oz was
Alibis. We can name them all,
Oh,
man.
girl.
Yeah, that's
Oasis.
was my first club. Oasis.
Oasis. was-
Oasis.
So Oasis, when I went, was the first time I ever did drag, and I was
Girl,
just,
you
yes.
did drag?
Yeah,
Wow.
no, I don't. They were all MySpace, and now they're gone. They used to call me
right now,
Honey.
I was like,
They used to
let's
call
get
me
them.
Honey Cinnabon because I had my ass cheeks. They were like very like brown.
Uh-huh,
Very,
uh-huh.
I had beautiful ass
me
because I was a
see.
dancer
Yeah.
and
Said
everything.
honey cinnamon.
But they called me Honey Cinnabon.
sprinkles.
They call me La Basura Blanca
Oh my gosh.
or Mr. Bus.
But yeah, I mean, shit, man. That's the point of me working with Jimmy for Cholita. So that's what's on my plate right now. I have Cholita, I have Latin Load.
Okay.
And then I want to bring the podcast back, the
Heck
Homo Homie
yeah.
podcast
You
back.
want to bring it because the New Year's coming up.
Yeah,
It's like,
because right now I'm revamping,
Girl, the new
restructuring,
year, I know.
and I was
Dude, we're-
Christmas presents
I was
already?
talking.
I know, right?
Yeah, we were talking about it, right?
Yeah,
I'm gonna use my
And I was
use
telling
my-
you, like,
Okay.
shit.
For real, man.
Hey,
Sell it half
I want to
price.
have a fucking panel. That's what I want. I want to have a fucking
Yes,
panel, and I want
yes.
to bring lesbian on board. Like,
Yeah.
like variety.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
The more uniqueness you bring to something, and the more stories you have, and different, points of views,
You reach all types.
you reach
of
all
people.
types of people, and not
Yes.
only that, you educate everybody. You
Yeah,
know,
so
it's
true.
it's just
Yeah.
it's a learning
That'll be
experience.
hot.
It is.
That's
It
gonna
is.
be explosive.
I've had people come up to us, like me, Adam Trino, Homo Homie, we're walking, Ernesto, Bebe, my best friend. Shout out to Miss Bebe, honey. Miss Dora. Miss Hola, Bebe. No, come up to us and think that we're like a gang. And that's what's weird and what I'm not trying to do.
When you say gang, what do you mean gang? Like a
they
gang?
think Cholita is a fucking gang. Like we're like I'm like
Like
no,
it's
bro.
just you guys and
Yeah. And we're a clique and I'm like, no, bitch, we're
Oh.
noticed, and we're walking through your clubs because we're supporting you guys. So, and people, it happened 3 different times. Are you guys a gang? Like a gay gang? I'm like, that's the misconception that I'm trying to break. and
Well, yeah, we're the
glamorize
G
a whole-
unit.
Wow.
You know what I mean? No, like goes back to like my aunt and uncles being like, don't talk to those people because it's that image that people have created in their kids' head that anybody who looks like us is in a gang, and we're not. We're actually just spreading love and glamour.
I think that's what it is. You guys
We're
have so
shitting
much
glitter.
pizzazz and so much spice and light.
Yeah.
People take that the wrong way sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, they do.
Or they think we're mean or something. And it's like,
Exactly.
no, girl, the higher the bra, the closer to heaven.
Woo!
And
that's
the
what-
bigger the hoop, the bigger the
the
hoop.
And
The
that's what
higher the sock, and down the
Fuck, homie. And that's actually from Food's Gone Wild.
I love
Shout out
that.
to the homegirl Sandra.
And what I like about what Jimmy brings to Cholita is like literally Chola, like the drag queen Mija.
I saw that.
Mija is the aesthetics of what we grew up with, looking at tias with the fucking feather
Girl.
hair.
I saw
the
that.
She
eyebrows.
gives me, and Mia, don't get fucking offended, but she gives me that tia that dates somebody from like the Mexican mafia. Holds big titties in her Yukon. Kids with like candy all over their face in the back seat, but the bitch has like long nails. And bitch, she's got a Gucci, and she's ready to take everyone to the
hot.
casino.
But the beauty about
You know
that
what I mean? Like,
is
that
that
bitch is bad.
And what I like about it is that it brings back so many memories of like I'm home. I'm comfortable. Like
Yeah.
Mika like brings that like, oh my god, I'm
Your
with my
Your
roots.
culture.
You
Yeah,
know?
that's what I saw when I saw it.
Yeah.
I was like, wow,
She'll
I
be
like
performing
that.
on the 18th, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Can't
headlining,
wait.
and it is a homecoming theme. So it's bitch.
So that's gonna be your second anniversary.
Yeah,
I saw.
2 years of
2 years.
blood, sweat, and
Wow.
fucking tears. Oh my
That's
god.
awesome.
I have been through a roller coaster with this party, but now I'm starting to see the light and the family that I've created, and it's beautiful.
Wow. So what type of people are you gonna have? Performers, like all that stuff?
We have Mija performing. I got the puppet master El Triste.
wow.
Yeah, he's gonna do a
He's the
puppet
one that
show.
does the puppets.
Yeah.
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 Nice.
We got homegirl Liz from up north. She's gonna open for Mija. We have all kinds of Trino and Adam are gonna be there.
The
They're on the
boys.
flyer. Luna Love Bad. DJs Xandra and Omar are gonna go back to back, which I'm really excited. I'm finally getting to work with this DJ that I've been following. Her name is 444 Loca.
Okay.
She's more of an underground DJ, but she is, from what I've seen, and I've met her. She's a tattoo artist as well. She's like a badass bitch. So
Nice.
I'm excited for our lineup, and of course, Josh Peace is headlining.
Ah,
And Josh Peace
Love
in
Josh
the gay,
Peace.
in the gay world is like a DJ god. You know, like
Nice.
you go to a Josh Peace party, bitch, you're gonna dance. Like,
Nice.
you know, and so we spin all freestyle funk, 90s
Woo, that's
house,
my jam right there.
90s rap,
Heck
bitch,
yeah.
you know, cutie pie.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah,
now
Lisa,
wake
Lisa
up in
from
the
Frontier. Woo!
But you know, this party's gonna be everything. It's a 2-year anniversary. I rented out a studio. It looks like an old apartment complex.
Ooh,
DJ's
okay.
gonna be on the roof, and then I
Really
have
That's
vendors.
old school. See,
Really
I love
nice.
it. I love that old school concept. You have
Get on
everything.
my vendors. Okay, well, I got Rick Villa to dress me, and Trino and Adam. Rick Villa is he was on Project Runway. That's a pretty big deal. And I just got a text from Belladonna, and she's doing a pop up.
Oh,
Natalia
I love
and
her
Natalia
work.
and Lala. Shout out, girls.
Out. Like,
Ugh.
bitch, I got the chills. Like, these bitches, I've been
They have
following
some
them.
good stuff, man.
I've been following them, and it's just like,
Or it's Bella Doña in Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Belladonna, Bella Doña.
okay, sorry. So the white girl.
Yeah.
The white girl right here that doesn't
I
understand
know.
el
I know.
monte.
She was correcting you all of a
Okay,
sudden.
girl.
Mira, yo sí hablo español. No, don't get it twisted.
That is so awesome.
But,
Good
like,
for you.
know, a lot of these vendors, Homegirls Beauty, like, I just, like, when they reached out, I'm like, what? Are you serious? Like,
Nice.
little old me, you know, and it's, now I'm starting to see the light. And that goes along with my whole crew, and I have to thank every single person that has helped me along the way.
Yeah, it
Because
takes a
we
team.
are being noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no club like mine that
Yep.
that does it. And yet there's Latin nights.
Not
everywhere.
that I know with LGBTQ or
it's-
nothing
no.
like that. Nope.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is
Nope,
like a
this is the
90s
first.
backyard style party. I even sell 40s in my club.
Woo!
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
The 40s and 6.
40s and shorties. We have Cholita November 18th. We have an amazing cast coming
Nice.
together. Mija. We have Belladonna doing a vendor pop-up. Rick Villa's dressing us. We have the puppet master El Triste.
Woo.
Liz. Amazing DJs. 444 Loca. We have Xandra and Omar going back to back. DJ Shy Girl.
Hey.
And can't forget about Josh Peace. Hello.
That's the main
The
thing.
main-
all resident motherfucking MC along with little bit bear, our little pocket bear. Our pocket chola bear girl, born and raised in Boyle Heights, and that bitch is very vocal.
So adorable.
Love her.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, we have the most amazing family. I like to call it family that puts together these parties because without everybody, I couldn't do it.
Yep.
And so yeah, we got 40s, we got beer and a shot specials, all kinds of stuff. It's gonna be located in Hollywood.
Awesome.
Just stay in touch with our handles. Like follow us on the social media. Once you are on social media following us, then you're gonna know where everything's at. Okay. And for me, I'm doing Latin Load collaboration with Diamond and Ray, my two boys. Shout out once again, and we're doing it at Las Palmas Supper Club in Downey or Cocobango in Downey. That's the same club. We're doing 18 and over, catering to the grown and sexy. So bringing more queer space for our youngins and showing them around and showing them what's up and how to be in this club life. We been nothing but reggaeton, hip hop, top 40s, everything. Salsa, merengue, cumbias. DJ Omar is gonna be.
Omar Dejou, shout out to
Omar Dejou.
Omar, we fucking love you, bitch.
He's gonna be there November 16th. That's a Thursday, and then we also have Melissa B. Fierce. We have Fancy Baby and Christique performing. So 3 performances. They're gonna be big. I love it. Melissa B. I love Melissa B. Fierce. She
was from Dragula.
Number 1 baby out there.
Nice.
The queen of LA, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The queen, yeah.
And we do serve food there too. So
got food?
yes,
You gotta have food.
they have tacos. No, I'm serious because when I drink, I like to eat too.
Me too.
So fuck it. So yeah. So again, they're gonna be serving food till 1:30 in the morning. So that bar and that restaurant is
I can't
open.
tell you how many times during Palm Springs Pride she's like, girl, but I'm hungry.
That would have been me. Oh my gosh, I need to eat.
So there you go. So Latin Load, November 16th. And you also have Cholita, November 18th.
Cholita, pull up and pull out.
Yeah.
Ooh, he said pull up and pull out.
Okay.
There you go.
Hey, and you
love
better
it.
be good or be good at it. What?
Oh.
Alright, yep.
Well, we're so excited for those events. We'll definitely be there. And yeah, I mean, it's always a good time. So Latin Load, I live
It's a
literally
hop,
down
skip,
the
and a
street.
jump. So we'll see you.
You're right here, Ray. You're right there.
We'll pregame.
Yeah.
This is where I'm gonna put on my tacones and
Right?
I'm gonna walk out.
Hey.
honey.
See,
Let's
there
do
you
it.
go.
Because Miss Jimmy Jam is gonna show you what
There
a
you go.
motherfucking show
I'm
is.
so
bitch.
excited for that. Yeah, and both of them,
Yeah,
So,
this was
and-
so much fun, you guys. Thank you so
Well,
much.
yes,
by the
thank
way.
you so much for opening
I have
up, for
never
being
shared my
vulnerable.
story with
Thank
a lot
you.
of people. A lot of people don't know either of our stories, and honestly, they probably think it's opposite.
Yeah.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what? That's what the whole podcast is about, because they only know what we show them on social media.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yeah.
They
Like
don't
I
know
said
our
earlier,
personal
I was
story.
putting on a mask for so long, and it honestly, this feels like I was telling Ray this too. And right after a gig that we did, I drove to Vegas, and I thought about it. Do I really want to do this? Do I want people to know that I have a fucked up background? Yeah, I do. And what, bitch?
Well, now that
And you're
you
still
know,
here.
Yeah, you're still here.
Yeah, and
you're
I'm
still
queer,
here.
and
I
bitch, I'm
respect
still
you.
here.
You're here. You're queer. I respect you for that,
Yeah.
and also too for being vulnerable and for being open, because there's a lot of people out there. They act like their shit don't stink, but they have so much inside of them that they don't want to bring out to the table. Why? People need to hear this stuff.
Yeah,
You know?
they really do.
They really do.
A lot of people are raised to just keep family business and quiet business.
Exactly.
Yes,
Shut it
the
under
hush hush.
Just
Yeah.
not say nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I
No.
mean? But we need to start bringing stuff out like this.
Especially in the
reaching
queer
out.
community,
Exactly.
because we hide a lot of things, and then that's when suicide goes up, and that's when this and that, because you don't even right now I feel a lot better just telling you guys, telling the world what the fuck Jimmy's been through.
Yep.
I feel so much better, and a lot of people have never heard this story
Now
before.
you're free.
Yeah,
Now
and,
you're
now,
even more
and that's gonna help
free.
someone else out
It
too
is.
that's going through
Yeah.
that. What you
Yes.
And feel
went
free
through
to
and-
DM any of us at
Yeah.
this point, you
Oh, yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Because
We're open
we
books.
are all,
Yeah.
I feel the energy. I just met you, but I've known you.
Yeah.
But I feel this energy that, like I can hit you up next week and be like, bitch, I'm on the roof again. Like,
Oh,
but
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Trust
like,
me, yes,
on
yes.
a real note,
Yep.
like,
No, yep.
and I've got the chills again.
See?
Like,
Yeah.
it's breaking these barriers for these young
Yes,
kids that
yes.
have seen what we've seen or gone through what we've gone through.
Whew.
I know, right?
I keep getting chills.
I
Oh
know.
my god.
That's
My
a good
Selina's
thing.
all
That's
chilly.
a good
Yeah.
thing.
It is, Because I feel it, I feel the frequency, I feel the
yeah.
energy, the connection.
And that's what family is. And we all in the gay community should be a family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll always have that cousin from like Fontana or something.
Oh, there's that
The
crazy
one that bites.
Yup. Exactly. We're just a crazy family that loves each other, you know?
Right,
That's
yeah.
it.
And you guys are always welcome to come back. We're continuing to grow. Thank you for supporting this.
Of course.
Our 2 mics, we're gonna get there
got
where we're
this.
gonna,
We got this.
Oh,
This is where
I'm gonna
greatness
help you.
starts,
I'm gonna
honey.
help
We
you
got
advance.
this,
man.
Trust me,
Thank
you're gonna
you
be on
so
another
much.
level.
Honestly, that's
We gotta
the
get you
first person who
syndicated
came in my
every
mind.
motherfucking where.
Thank you.
The first person who came in my
That
mind
means
was
a
Homo
lot.
Homie to come do this with me because he knows podcast shit and
Good.
I feel like it's
And
my
he,
sister
yeah,
right here.
he brought the vibes, the energy, the support. You know,
Yeah.
thank you so much for taking the
If
time out of your
Bebek,
time.
if Bebek came on here with me, girl, she would have brought a dildo, popcorn.
What do you want? What do you want
She
to
would have been in
see?
the club. You know.
Thank you.
But
No, thank you guys.
so much.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
Well, thank you so much. We're gonna close it out right now. My name's Candy,
My name's Ray.
And Jim, the motherfucker.
And the Homo Homie, Erick.
and thank you for watching. Flowing in the truth. We'll see
No
you guys
fellas
next
in the
time.
club.